Hello and welcome to the Villainous Vampires. We're in a war of Ostland, which is great because Ostland are actually one of the Imperial groups, and it'd be nice to actually take some proper land, which isn't just tribal rubbish. And it lets us in, it's taking out one of the big powers in this area, which, you know, they're the smallest of the big powers, but if we can get into things like the Westlander Revolt that's happening right now, there's some cool stuff that we can do. Soon. Anyway, we'll keep sieging it down. We could always assault this one. I mean, we would lose too many troops though. We're not at the kind of holy 10-to-1 ratio that you want for assaulting, which is the problem, but we can just keep sieging. Autosave. This is a great way to start, but yeah. We'll just keep sieging this down. And it's just a war. We'll see how it does. Anything else that's been happening? Well, we do have a king up in the north who is in his tributary war. He's trying to take a tribute for us. It's actually a war that means absolutely nothing to us, because even if he gets the person as a tribute, what actually happens is he continues to pay us no tax. So it's like he gets more money and we get nothing. So we don't really care. We just want him to beat the person in the north up a little bit so that we can just swoop in and siege down all the provinces instantly. Anyway, we are almost finished the siege. We're at a reasonable amount of war score, actually. If we could find someone else who's actually in the war, like, and won a battle, we could just win the war outright. But there aren't that many other people in the war. If we went to this map mode... Oh, we're actually at war for the entirety of Imperial Midland? How did that happen? Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's fine. We can keep sieging down each province, but it's just going to take a while. 5.5% every 12 days, so we'll just keep sieging. Hopefully our undead horde doesn't disappear, because we actually need that to win this war now, but it's fine. We still have roughly, we have 5 times the troops right now. Opportunity to remind everyone of your leadership. We can get gold. We can debase the mints with less precious metals for profit. So it gives us a chance of getting greedy. Greedy is actually not a bad trait. It's actually a really good trait. Or we can get deceitful. Deceitful is also good, and we already have it. The problem is this gives you an event later, I think, where it gives you a chance of losing 200 gold. Let's debase the things and see how it goes. Peasants aren't happy that our steward is arbitrary. Okay. Fine. Keep the siege going. We're at, you know, still 5.5% every 12 days. Let's double check that. 5.6% every 12 days. This is a fantastic improvement. Absolutely fantastic improvement. It's going to go so much quicker. And, yeah. How is the other bit of the war going? It looks like they're in other wars, which they're still trying to win, because they know they're not going to win this war, so they're just killing off other people. That's fine. I'd like if they actually rose an army up large enough for us to get war score off of, but that's fine. How are you doing in your war, Mr. King? You pieced out for nothing. Perfect. Well, you're exactly as useful as I thought you would be. Are these people protecting our... Yeah, this is actually the king protecting land from raiders, which is great. Like, the less raiders there are, the less broken down the provinces are, the less easy it is for enemies to siege, less easy it is for revolts to siege. You know, it's just... It's good to have the raiders just die instantly to our king. Are we doing 4.5%? We actually... Oh, we lost all of our horde. That's unfortunate. Where are we going to want to go after this? After this siege, we're going to want to kill their army up here. That'll maybe give us 7% war score. That's my guess. So if we can get 15% from this siege, that'll give us the amount we need. Probably going to get like 10% from this siege. So we're going to need to siege one more thing and win this battle. That could work. Alright, what else have we got? More technology points. Really nothing else to spend it on, to be honest. It's like, they're all... just a bit not useful. Like, at all. Anyway, we can keep sieging. It is nice to not have to worry about like short range penalty. Like if we're not going to die, so we don't have to worry about all of this setting up the realm to optimize people's opinions of the new rulers. It's like we're just ruler forever, so actually we're fine. Like we have so much personal combat ability. The only way we could die is if we're actually assassinated, and long range opinion penalty makes that pretty much impossible. We have so much health, we're not going to get anything bad happening to us. It's all good. Defenders are almost down. Oh, they lost another couple of troops. That's only going to give us like 5% war score. That's my guess. I'm just throwing out these numbers so that they might be correct and I can look like a genius, even though they're probably randomly created. And there we go. We got 9% from that. We're going to end at 92% after this. That's my theory. As your efforts of gaining wealth grow, all the more determined you sleep less and less, since sleeping is not a profitable behavior. That's kind of bad. Oh well, that's fine. Right. Kill them. Actually only give us 1% war score. Now I just look like an idiot. Oh dear, that's 10,000 troops. Get out of here. We have prisoners again. Hallelujah. Give greed a chance, because I didn't really read the event. I know what that event is. It's like there's a marshal who wants to be in charge. He is objectively better, but you'll lose percentage stuff. Oh, we're no longer stressed. Great. Who's oldest? You look like the oldest. Sacrifice. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Summon a large horde to serve my every need. Why does it constantly take us away from being in charge of our army? This is actually just ridiculous. I don't understand that at all. Okay, right. 8,000 troops. Get you up here. Get you down. Right. How do you cross? So we'll go down to Blotto, and you can head up to Zabao. There we go. We'll see how that goes. At least the 11,000 man army gives us something to get war score off of, so we're not wasting our time here, but that's a little bit annoying. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going, army? Going to Dassel? What's in Dassel? Interesting. I wonder where they're off to. Oh, there's a 4,000 man army. Is a lot tastier. Okay, that's who we want to kill. If we can. Right, both of you armies. Oh, once the autosave finishes. Right, the game crashed on its autosave, but we are still gathering our army together. Are there any other troops we can raise up? Doesn't look like there's any other troops we can raise up, so we'll just kind of merge up here. This seems fine. If this army stays kind of neutral, like, and doesn't merge up with the other army, we could have a lot of fun here. We could potentially do some good stuff. We'll see how it goes, though. We do know they have an 11,000 army somewhere. Somewhere in here there's 11,000 men. What's the cooldown on summoning undead? Also, that would be useful to know. It'd be also useful for the game not to crash again. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. That wasn't even an autosave. That was just the game crashing. Almost. That's not good. We're only at speed 4. Yeah. This is a little unusual. Maybe it doesn't like the amount of troops we have raised. Like, it's running at 3 FPS occasionally. Which is probably looking very framey on your side. It's looking very framey on my side as well. Hopefully the audio is alright. The audio should be recorded separately from the actual like video stuff, so we'll see which kind of wins. Interesting. There's always a chance the AI decides to assault down a province when they get on there, so that they didn't, it probably means there's another army. What's the cooldown on undead? Cooldown on undead is still going. Okay. That's all we know. Still going. Right, let's kind of head up here, be a little bit sneaky, just stay back, remembering that most of our troops are absolute trash. Like, they're undead horde. So, that's our problem. Most of our troops are awful. They are only useful for assaulting. So, we shouldn't treat them like they're useful for anything else. We should also maybe try pushing all of our things onto one, like, flank. Maybe the center flank, because our guy's so good. Or do we put them all onto our flank? Because we have so many bonuses. We do have so many bonuses. How about we put a large chunk of people on our flank? So, we'll just send, like, a whole bunch of people over there. We'll keep 3,000. Then we'll send a whole bunch of people over to our flank. So we got 3,000, 3,000, 6,000. What's cool about this is it means that our flank could potentially just push through and win. This one's mostly made up of undead horde, actually. If we could send, like, one of our retinues over, that'll work a little bit better. Just so that it's not completely weak. I rule in Bolesgrad, so we'll keep who we have in charge already. Cool. Right. One more province, and then we can find out exactly where their army is. We could assault this down potentially, or we can wait for 13% to happen every 12 days. 13% seems to work. Oh! Reasonably sized army? Kill it. Kill it very quickly. It needs to die. That could be 12% war score. Easily. I'll defeat Gustav. Continue combat, focus on offense. Continue combat, focus on offense. We have won. 10% morale. Oh, that's so close. This makes me think assaulting is not a bad idea, because 5% war score from this province is not ridiculous to think about. Right, there we go. We have the magical 10-to-1 ratio. Assault down. Please, no armies appear. There we go. 100% war score. We have enough prisoners for more wars and offer peace. Enforce demands. We did it. We took Ostlander land. We are now much bigger. And we have so much land to give away. So, first things first. We give away our vassal... we release our vassal levies. Then we create new vassals underneath here. We can create more vassals underneath here. Even more vassals underneath here. You're part of the other one. Right, so... These guys are de jure part of the Duchy of Kislev Verge, which we are going to create. I'm going to show you how to do this properly. So you create the duchy. Well, you don't need to create the duchy first. What you do is you then, once the game, wow, it is lagging heavily. I wonder why it's doing it. Anyway, men, not in prison, not married, not a ruler. My religion and my culture, an adult, yes. Great house, no. So what you're looking to do here is you're looking to give each province away to an individual person who will then be under control of a duke, who will then be under control of a king, and that's the best way for converting land. I believe stewardship's the one that you use for... I heard it was a long time ago stewardship used to be the one you chose if you wanted to convert provinces quicker. They might have changed it. Like, it was a long time ago that I heard that. Anyway. Let's go for Dassel. Etzel. Etzel. Oh, it's not got a scroll wheel anymore? Interesting. He can have city. And Cyrillil, he can have this weirdly named thing. Wait, have I given them all away? No, I didn't. Oh, I must have accidentally had a lower level one on. Oops. And you can have that one. Cool. Now we'll give the one who we first of all gave stuff to. We'll grant him the Duchy of Kislev Verge. He is now quite good as a duke. This is de jure part of the Grand County of Ostland, but we are instead going to give it to... I guess Ropsmania, because Ropsmania is the main power in this particular region. He's married to an elf. Interesting. We can't give it to Ropsmania. Why can we not give it to Ropsmania? Is it's not de jure part of his land? That's why we can't give it to him? How about you? Could we give you it? No. Okay, it's not as your part of his land. But we should be able to put it underneath the king and then that will work. But I guess we can only put it under Ostland. Anyway, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. Look how much land we have taken in these last couple of episodes. We are really growing. And once we take the Ungals here, actually, our name will look a lot bigger and it'll really show quite how strong we are. Anyway, we're going to probably attack these guys next time. The Ferglanen people. Mainly because it's one province, they have very little defenders, and we can raise up a lot of men really quickly and just murder that province down. And then we'll probably attack, I don't know, possibly the Ungals, actually. Depends if he's still alive. Possibly these Nurgle people over here we could attack. There's a lot of good potential land there. Possibly Imperial Talabecland we could attack. They have reasonably weak number of men, or Talabecland themselves don't seem to be having some issues. Although they actually have a lot of men. Wow. Anyway, we'll think about it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.